to those flying grapes. Don't stand a chance with birds like Miles around. Do they? We'll see you later, right back where you came. Left with the light there. Hop, skip, and a jump. A little bit further. That was Miles, our trumpeter hornbill. Thank you. If you like Miles, though, you're in for a treat today. We have birds from all around the world to share, even a few strange ones maybe you've never seen before.
All right, there you guys are. You disappeared on me again.
Ready to
all right, we're going to have to go over this one more time. I am the tour guide. This is the flag. Follow the bouncing flag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I help you with something?
No, I'm good. I'm just gathering up the group here. They all keep wandering off. All right, everybody, I've got a fast pass to Everest. So if we can just get up in a single file line, we'll go. Yeah, but.
Who are you?
Me?
Yes.
I'm the god of all things tourist. I'm Guano Joe!
Guano Joe?
That's right. I'm Guano Joe! Joe.
I can't believe I didn't recognize you. No way, folks. Guano Joe is a world-famous traveler and explorer.
I see you Googled me.
Well, yeah, you're a legend in these parts. I'm Bree.
Oh, hi, Bree. It's nice to meet you.
I'm one of the researchers here at Flightsofwonder, and Joe, you just joined us right up here on stage.
Yeah.
No, why don't you stay? I have a good idea. Be a celebrity guest. Help me present the birds in the show. In fact, bring them out.
It's a show?
What?
Whoa. This is a show? It's a bird show?
Yeah.
Birds. Up here.
Flightsofwonder?
No, like I said, we're very busy. Okay, we got the fast pass. If everybody can just stand up and we'll go out
They're
this door.
already seated.
What is this?
What's it? Those are Indian runner ducks. Because they just run, they don't even fly.
Yeah, but they're ducks. They're birds. They've got the wings and the beak. Okay, look, the reason we can't stay is because I have a condition.
Clearly.
Yeah, I have FOB.
I don't understand. What's FOB?
Fear of birds. Yeah, I'm scared to death of them. I'm in a two-step program. I see the birds, I run.
Oh, really? Well, that might be a problem because this is a bird show. We have lots of birds to share and bring out.
Oh,
They're
great.
from all around the world.
Hey, nobody follow that flag. Oh, great.
That raven just stole your flag.
Yeah.
Did you need it?
Duh. Nobody's gonna follow the stick. All the other tour guides will mock me.
No, they're not going to mock you.
Yeah, they'll mock me. They're mockers. Do you know them?
No.
You should meet the mockers.
Don't take it as a sign. You're meant to stay for the show.
Stay?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Y'all want Guano Joe to stay?
Great, I'll stay. All right, but listen, let me first show, right?
Yeah.
Okay, can you start out with something that's not scary?
Sure.
Like a bird on a bike. Try, one of those,
So, we don't have birds on bikes here.
What kind of a bird show doesn't have a bird on a bike? Come on.
A natural behavior bird show?
What's more natural than a bird on a bike?
So natural behaviors are things birds and animals do in the wild.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen a bird on a bike in the wild?
Once.
When?
In the 70s. I also saw a squirrel on water skis.
Showing you too much.
A monkey watching a cat.
Okay, we definitely don't have any of that, but I have a really talented parrot. In fact, I'm going to bring him out here center stage and you can...
Whoa, time out. You're going to bring him out here? With me here? No, wait.
Yeah.
FOB. You got to hide me. Find me a place to hide. Somewhere.
You have to hide?
Yeah, behind the door. I don't know. Do I get
Maybe over by the tree.
The tree? Mm-hmm. Will I be safe?
Yeah, Joe, birds hate trees. Joe, while you're over there, can I ask a small favor?
Well, small one.
I need a volunteer from your tour group. Could you pick them up?
I can do that. What do you need?
Okay, I need someone between the ages of 8 and 10 years old who wants to come up on stage, but make sure they are pretty good at math, Joe.
Am I good at math? All right, you young lady right there, come on up here. Let's hear it for her.
Good job.
Come on over here.
Over there. There you go. Perfect. Thank you. Now, some of you may have heard of talking parrots, but it might surprise you to find that talking for a parrot is actually a natural behavior, but it's called mimicking. What they're doing is copying or mimicking the sounds that they hear in their environment. Now, when a parrot lives out in the wild, they copy sounds of other birds and animals to communicate. Thanks, Kristen. But when they live in our homes, they'll copy household sounds, and it can sound a whole lot like talking. We have a great little mimicker here for you. This is Keebler. He's an African gray parrot. Did you want to say hi, Keebler? Hi, Keebler. No. Well, there's the mimicry. Well, we met Keebler. Who did you find over there?
Okay, I have a lovely young lady from Michigan. Is that where you're from? Go ahead and tell me your name in the microphone.
My name's Killian.
Killian, welcome. Beautiful name. Let's hear it for volunteering. Okay. Now, Killian, are you pretty good at math?
Just say
Yes. Okay. Well, don't worry, because I'm going to ask you both some very simple math questions, a little math competition, and whoever shouts the answer out first into their microphone will win. Sound okay? All right. Well, let's start the competition. The first question is 1 plus 3.
Okay, we're just warming up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Stop. We'll go on to the next one. Okay? You ready? All right. The next one is 7 minus 3.
Okay, it's a microphone at the stage. It's a little nervous up here.
Yeah,
Just slow it down a little bit.
Sure. You know, I'll ask him a tougher question. It might slow him down. He has to think about it. No, you can help out.
Okay, I'll help.
You too, okay? All right. What is 12 divided by 3?
Okay, we're not really good at the dividing by.
Okay, well, how about we just toss all those out? We'll make this next one for the grand prize. Winner takes all, we'll go back condition.
All right.
Okay? All right. Well, first of all, Keebler, I saw the way he was looking at you. What do you think of Killian? My goodness. It's a nice competition. All right, well, back to the grand prize question. What is 2 plus 2? 4. Yeah!
Yeah! You
beat him! All right, here's your grand prize. It's a sunflower seed.
Don't laugh, we get $5 for those out there.
Oh, sweetheart, we're teasing. See, you were much better at math than Keebler. Listen to this, Keebler. What's 100 plus 3?
Yeah, that's wrong. It's 104.
Yeah, it's 100. He doesn't know math. He knows Q's. Anytime I wanted him to say the number 4, I first had to say his Q, and that, of course, was 3. You see how it works? It even works if I say something that sounds like it's Q. Keebler, why don't you tell everyone what you say? You hit golf ball over a tree. And it works if you think about it. Let's hear it for our volunteers.
All right, Killian, thanks.
Good sport.
You were really great. I was really proud of you. And you can get some money for that microphone on eBay. You know, that bird is amazing. I think everybody would have heard like that except for me.
Sure. Well, I can see where he's saying that because he's a lot of fun. He's pretty cool, but parrots are really challenging, especially as pets. Yeah, not all of them even choose to talk it off, plus they bite really hard. Scream really loud, and a parrot like Keebler's probably going to live to be around 50 to 60 years old.
I had no idea that birds could be so smart.
Well, there are a lot of smart birds out there. I have another smart parrot. Haven't I bring him out?
Cool, great. Out here. I'll be behind the tree.
No. All right, Jeff. I'll introduce the rest of you then to Foster. Foster's a rose-breasted cockatoo from Australia, and in the land down under, they call these birds galahs. To demonstrate the intelligence of Foster, I need the help of an adult with a $1 bill. I know it's late in the day, sir. You want to try in the back? Black t-shirt, polo? You bet. Stand up, stay right where you are. We just need your money. You got a $1 there? How about you fold it in half, and in half one more time for a small bird. Just like that. You got the idea, nice and level with your body? Foster's finishing up the street here. He'll show you what we do with all that money we see out there. You see it, Foster? What do you do with it? Take a detour and you grab it! You bring it back to me and tell him where it goes. Show him. Where'd it go? Right in my pocket! Oh, good job, Foster. Sir, thank you. Great job. All right, and who here has a 20? Not a single hand. That's because we're teasing. In fact, we're going to return your $1. So, sir, stand up one more time. Palm nice and flat. Foster, put this $1 right there in the palm of your hand. When he gets there, grab it. So he doesn't bring it back. And let's hear for our volunteer. You did great. You finish up your treat there? That was a big one. A whole peanut.
Yeah, that's not something you see every day.
I know.
Yeah, money back in the theme park. You know what? That just proves what I've always said.
What's that?
All birds are smart.
Actually, not all birds are smart.
You know what? Not all birds are smart. I've always said that.
They're all as smart as they need to be to survive in the wild. Glad you brought it up, because there's a common misconception. Faye, maybe your folks have heard it out here. Have you heard that one about the wise old what?
Wombat.
Owl. Wombat?
Yeah, wise old wombat. W-O-W. Wow, wise.
No, it's owl.
Owl?
Oh,
are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right, owl.
And I don't have a wombat to bring out, so I'm going to go with owl. Owls are not as smart as we've been led to believe, but it's okay, they don't have to be. They do have incredible tools and adaptations that help them be successful out in the wild. And after all, folks, intelligence isn't everything. Isn't that right, Joe?
4.
We have a great owl to share without you, but Joe, I did ask. I'm going to need your help.
But an owl? Who? Me? No.
Joe.
What?
Just volunteers. You can handle picking them up.
Oh, yeah, volunteers. Yeah, I can do that. What do you need?
I need 2 people with cameras or video cameras who want to come up on stage, get a photo of a lifetime. So hold up your cameras.
Tourists with cameras? Wherever will I find them? All right, you in the back there with the yellow shirt, man, come on up here. And you right here in the black, come on up here. Let's hear it for you. Over here, guys.
Thank you all for volunteering. You'll get a great look at this owl. Now I'll tell you more about them as Joe gets our volunteers together. Now they have excellent vision. That's why they're so successful as nighttime hunters. But they also have incredible hearing, some of the best among all creatures in the world. But you may not realize they can also fly almost silently. And that is what we're going to demonstrate for you folks. And our volunteers. So Joe, who did you find?
I found Dana and Christine. They are great volunteers.
All right. Have a seat on this crate here.
Yeah.
It's a little damp, so why don't try to sit on the rim there.
If the bird scares you, remember, there's the same tree over here.
All right, get your cameras turned on and ready to go. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. In a moment, I'm going to call an owl from this window right over here. He will fly low, inches over everyone's heads, and land on that stump where you see Kristen. She's waving to you. And this is where you'll come in. So I'll call that owl back up here to stage. And in fact, I want you to focus your cameras down that aisle. Keep it on wide-angle lens. If you zoom in, you'll miss the full wingspan. But if you want to get a close-up, also try to focus on my hand here, because this is the owl's flight path. And this will happen quick. It's one of our fastest owls. So when you see him fly up this aisle, and right about here into your frame, snap that shutter. And then both of you, get your cameras out of the way quick before the impact. There is no impact at the last second. He will swoop over your heads, though. Land on the stump right here behind you, okay? Hardly misses. Ready to meet your owl? Still nothing. Let's meet JJ. He's a gray horned owl, most common species of owl in North America. He's fast. All right. Let's finish up this tree over there. And I've got one waiting for him on stage. Here he comes. Woo! I think I got it. If you're quick enough, come on over here before you really get it. And you can take another picture of him as he sits there nice and still. How about you come right over here? Flip it there. There you go. Because he will exit over my shoulder. Right over here to my right. There's your shot. Look at those great big yellow eyes. Wow, let's hear for our volunteers. You were so great. They did great.
Wow. You guys were great. That was terrific. Wonderful job. Watch your step down there.
Joe.
What?
You should be so brave.
Yeah, I should be so brave, and yet not so much.
Joe, owls are nothing to be afraid of.
No?
No, we actually like having them around because an owl like JJ probably eats around 1,500 mice and rats in a year.
Really?
A lot, yeah.
That explains it. You know, I haven't seen a mouse or a rat or a wombat in months.
Well, we used to be infested. You remember?
They were in my tent, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to say that the rat problem is behind us.
It is?
Yeah.
Come on. Joe, do you know what else is behind you? It's not a bird, it's your tree.
Oh, hey, you're right. Look how far I'm feeling a little bit more
I know, I've been pretty proud of you. You were pretty close to the bird that said 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know. I'm a little less foppish.
Hear me out. This is kind of what I'm thinking now. We've had all these volunteers on the audience, and you decided to stay for the show. So what if I brought out a bird just for you, and something easy, like a baby bird?
A baby bird?
Yeah. Would you like to meet a baby bird?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would be good. Yeah, bring out a baby bird.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I got an idea. Have the bird land on my finger.
Oh,
that would be good.
That's actually not a good idea because it's a baby, but it's not really that.
I can do it. I know I can do it. Just have it land on my finger. It'll be fine.
So,
I feel confident.
Really? You want to try this?
Pretty please.
Okay, well, if we're going to try this, you're going to have to call the baby out so he comes to your fingers.
Okay.
Okay? He's going to come from that tall window up there. His name is Baby Webster.
Oh, that's
Isn't that cute? Okay, don't scare him.
I won't.
Okay?
It's a baby.
I'll be over here if you need him.
Okay. Here, Baby Webster. Come here, Baby Webster. Land on my finger. Ah! It's a pterodactyl!
Joe!
Help me! Hold me!
I guess I'm taking over.
Yeah,
Webster is a baby black vulture. Did I not mention that vulture part?
No.
Now, I know he doesn't look like a baby, but he's been this big since he was just 3 months old. Yeah, and I know vultures have a bad reputation, but it's due to the fact that they eat carrion. Joe, could you make sure your tour group understands what carrion is?
Carrion is the luggage that you put on the overhead bin in the airplane.
No, that's carry-on.
What's carrion?
Carrion is the
you take that on an airplane.
When an animal dies in the wild, a bird like Webster finds that mess and actually cleans it up, so it's stopping the spread of disease, actually helping people keep wild places clean, so you can call nature's recycling.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me, I have a little recycling to do around the tent.
You recycle?
I'm recycling right now.
Joe. If we all recycled like Joe and little baby Webster, we can keep this earth a much cleaner place. You get all your treats? All right, sweetheart, you're done. We'll see you later. That was Webster, our baby black vulture.
Are you okay? All right, she was scared to death. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see a baby vulture flying around overhead, look alive. You know what? You said it was a baby. I thought it was going to be a little bird.
Well, I tried to.
That was like a hummer with wings.
Okay, well.
Do you have something smaller?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a break on stage, Joe. I'm going to let the hawk fly around the audience. This way you don't have to deal with the bird on stage.
A hawk? Hawk?
Hawk.
A hawk? Oh, no. These people don't want to see a hawk.
They're at a bird show.
No, they don't want to see a hawk. Believe me, they were scared to death of that last bird. Didn't you hear them screaming? No, you should go ask them. Ask them. They don't want to see a hawk. Believe me, they don't want to see.
All right, well, let me hear it, folks. You want to see a hawk fly?
Yay, the hawk's coming.
Then get your cameras ready because it's time to meet Orion. Orion is a Harrison joining us from that window up top and flying out to Kristen in the back. Now, Harrisons are found in the desert southwest portions of the United States, places like Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. Here it comes. Harrisons are unique, though, because they live in hunts in family groups, about 3 or 4 of them, team up together to take down much larger prey than would ever could on their own, even something the size of a jackrabbit. That group hunting makes them very successful out in the wild because life in the desert is very tough on these birds. In fact, 75% of birds of prey hatched in the wild don't make it past their very first year of life.
Why is that, Marie?
Well, there's a lot of different reasons. One of those reasons is natural causes like disease and starvation, but believe it or not, people are still shooting this bird.
I thought it was illegal to shoot birds of prey.
It is illegal. And it's a shame because we like having hawks like Orion around. Just like our owl, they also help keep down rodent populations. You know, these birds are so well protected, it's even illegal to own one of their feathers. Are you ready to get back on track? Show the last thing a mouse sees?
There he is.
All right, Kristen moved on you. She's out in the back, but I know we can see her because they have vision about 8 to 10 times better than our own. You gotta face the direction she is. There he goes. Very nice. Nice close look there. One more flight for you folks here. If you down, can fly lower. Woo! Very nice.
Yes, sir, your hair looks great parted on that side.
You were great, Orion. We'll see you later. That was Orion, our hair talk.
You know, Bree, I had no idea that birds could be so beneficial and beautiful.
Oh, yeah, Joe. If you liked Orion, I think you're going to love our next bird.
Yeah?
It's possibly one of the most beautiful birds in the African savanna. It's called the East African Crown Crane. Here's one joining us from Boston. Now, as this bird heads to stage, check out that 6-foot wingspan and both stay seated. That landing gear hangs low. You'll see what I mean. Very nice. Well, everyone, this is Fraser. Fraser Crane. We'll explain it later. The crown crane gets their name from the tuft of golden feathers they have on their head that looks like a crown. These birds are important in Africa because along with seeds and grains, they eat a lot of insects. Those insects that spread disease and damage farmers' crops. Joe, I have all this extra food. Why don't you take the next step and try feeding Fraser? You want to try feeding? We all want Joe to feed Fraser, don't we?
I love you.
Okay, Joe, I'm going to set some treats right here for Fraser. Make a bowl with 2 hands, nice and long. Yep, just like that. He's going to finish with these treats, and he's going to actually come over here and eat these, okay?
Okay.
Here he is.
I'm feeding a bird.
Joe!
I'm feeding a bird.
You did great! Very good.
I would love to see this guy running around in the wild in Africa. Wouldn't it be something?
Oh yeah, it would be an awesome sight, but hard one to find anymore. These birds are struggling too. They have to deal with things like habitat loss and pollution, but people are poisoning the crown crane in Africa.
I can't imagine a world without beautiful creatures like that.
Yeah, neither can I. So it is up to all of us to help protect them.
And protect them we will, right folks?
That's nice.
Yeah, I had no idea that it was so tough on birds out there.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't realize how tough it is, but you know, it is not all bad. There are bright spots out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about those.
Yeah, you'd like to hear one? We'll have one in mind. Take, for example, the story of the national symbol of the United States. The bald eagle, ladies and gentlemen, go! This is hope. Hope is one of the greatest conservation success stories of our lifetime. See, not too long ago, the bald eagle was in such great danger of extinction. People feared future generations would never have a chance to see this bird in the wild again. You know, just when things looked their worst, some incredible things started to happen. And people took notice. They also started taking action. They cleaned up the waterways with bald eagle fish. They also stopped using a chemical pesticide called DDT, which was the main reason for this, and many other animals declined.
So, people like everyone here made the difference for the bald eagle just by taking care of the environment.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. In fact, the results were amazing. The numbers of the bald eagle began to rise. They rose so high, in fact, that today the bald eagle is no longer considered in danger of extinction. How about that?
Wow, Bree, that is a great story.
It is a great story, and we're proud to have hope here, as that living symbol of the power that we all have to help save endangered species, even just by taking care of our environment.
You know, Bree, I'm really glad you asked me to stay.
Yeah?
I'm not afraid of birds anymore. You know, I may have lost my flag, but I found hope. Well,
What are you?
oh, look, he brought me something. It's my flag. I guess it's the thought that counts, huh?
Right, well, do you remember what kind of bird fosters?
A dula.
A little galah.
That's what I said. Galah.
A little galah from Australia. Joe, I think we made a connection with our birds today.
And you know what? From now on, I'm going to tell all my children that the world is our greatest gift, and it's up to each of us to do it.
And humans are the only species on this planet with the ability to do that. Just take simple things like conserving and recycling and supporting conservation projects.
Like Disney's Wildlife Conservation Fund right here at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
That's perfect, because programs like that go to help save animals all around the world. Like these green ponds, noisy blue and gold ponds, spectacled owls, auger buzzers too. You know, it reminds me of a saying I was once told, so you have an inherent in this planet from our parents, we are really borrowing it from our children.
Friends, the hearts and spirits of all living creatures share a common connection. So on behalf of all the living creatures here, especially our feathered friends, I want to leave you with this wish. May your hearts take flight and your spirits soar forever.
Namaste.